The rush, the action, the entertainment, the rivalry. I'm talking about our very own Maruti Suzuki Devil Circuit Swift Challenge, co-presented by Lotus Green. Week after week, we have seen corporate teams taking on intense physical and mental obstacles. And today, we are going to find out who amongst them is the best of the best, the fittest corporate team of the country. Get ready for some high-octane entertainment. Bole to, dhamakedar manoranjan. Hit it.
We were the third place finishers in the regionals, and we were never sure whether or not we'll qualify for the finals, but we were very hopeful.
We started to train together. All three of us had set up a meeting. We sat together, we kind of thought about what we are going to do, and then we did meet in the field also.
We trained hard for good 17-18 days, and come rain, come heat, come humidity, we were at a common point, all three of us, every morning, 7:30 onwards.
Track was made just nearby to our township. That was a good design by Javed, and he made us implement all these things, obstacles which we were to face in this Devil Circuit track. And that actually gave us good confidence just before coming here.
So the teams are all prepared and raring to go, but they will have to follow a new set of rules for the finale. Let's recap what they are. 6 physical and 3 mental obstacles, and contestants have to complete the course in 6 minutes. But unlike the regional rounds, this time they aren't allowed to skip any obstacle. Incorrect solutions to mental challenges would entail a penalty of 2 minutes. If the participant does not complete the obstacle in 6 minutes, a 2-minute penalty would be added for every incomplete obstacle. Plus, a 2-minute penalty would be added for not crossing the finish line.
Here the rule was very simple, that you have to all the obstacles, you cannot skip it. So that was a very good thing, because that actually gave the sense of competition between all these things.
It was really out of this world when we really saw the thing.
This time the course was beautiful, more than challenging. It looked beautiful to me.
We were thinking that how is it possible to actually get in 9 hurdles in that short length of a track? But then when we saw it on the circuit, it was completely, outbound for us.
Okay, we had expected actually that the track would be as similar to that which we had faced earlier in our regionals, but it was totally a new track. Everything was new.
Only when we saw the dry run, we could understand how difficult the course is.
The first obstacle on the circuit is a mental challenge. Contestants have to answer a GK question. The next obstacle is the hanging traverse. Contestants have to traverse a wall grabbing onto climbing holes. The slightest mistake will result in a fall straight into the pool. The next obstacle requires a bit of daredevilry. In the Tarzan swing, the contestants have to swing on a rope and grab hold of a net and climb over it. Up next is the second mental challenge. Bodies get a rest, but the mind has to go into overdrive. This one is a logic-based question. The contestants will then run up to the Devil's Stride. They have to cross a zigzag sequence of steps without falling into water below. After striding like a devil, contestants have to maintain their poise for the balancing act. They have to walk across 2 planks held in place by ropes. This is going to be one wobbly walk. The next mental obstacle involves putting together a tangram geometrical puzzle, which is to be arranged to make the visual shown on the screen. Contestants will get caught in the devil's beard. This involves crawling across a 30-feet net as quickly as possible. In the Maruti pull, contestants have to use their body weight to pull this car across the finish line.
If I compared with regional, it is quite tough.
With respect to the requirement of the event, the track was designed meticulously. It contained everything, starting from whether you can pull up your body or not, whether you can do the push-ups or not, whether you can control your body or not, etc. So it was very good.
Fifth, the biggest motivation was there.
Maybe it raised the bar a little too high, but I think for a final thing, that is an expected outcome.
Amongst three of us, Keshav has the best capacity to handle pressure the best. So he said, Abhishek, if you go in first, if you're not able to handle pressure, I will take it. So I went in first.
3, 2, 1, go!
So the first one being the metal challenge, I think I assume that is right. The second one being hanging traverse wall, fairly scraped through it. Kind of got my strategy that yes, it's more about balance and it's more about posture, composure, and right about shifting your weight from one leg to another. I was a little doubtful on the rope, and I think my fears came true. When I took a leap on the rope, I assumed that I'll probably catch the other side of the rope. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and I told myself when I came down, shame on yourself. So I walked up again, and I thought this time I will do it. So I caught the rope, and thankfully the hands got me a good grip. I was on top and was on the other side. Followed by obstacle number 4, which was the mental challenge again. I think I got a little confused there. Probably I didn't really apply my head really well. I think I was a little nervous, and I think took a lot of time on the ropes, and I was a little panting. So I think that's the reason my answer went wrong. But I kept my cool. So I crossed over the 4th mental obstacle, and I came onto the wooden planks. The devil's strike. So I had seen the organizer doing it, and I crossed it diagonally. 5th one was the balancing act.
I got stuck on the planks. I think I was not doing a good job in terms of balancing myself, but I thought, yes, I will clear it. And eventually I fell down twice, and it's fine. So I think I had to go back twice and redid the whole thing again, and I managed to complete it.
I said, okay, now I will sprint my way through. Okay, the 7th obstacle was the mental obstacle called the tangram. Okay, so that probably took me a little more than a minute. Followed by the 8th obstacle, which is called the devil's beard. I think that wasn't really much of a challenge. I really didn't really have to struggle in that a lot. And the last one being, pull the swift. So I think initially you got to give it a jerk to take it off, but I think as and when the car starts, that was fairly easy.
Abhishek has made the run look easy. He took just 2 tries to cross the dreaded Tarzan swing. Can others match his performance? Next up is Sanjay from Team GMR.
Very initially, our strategy was to send a navigator first to understand the track, and our navigator was none other than our Mr. Shield, because he was experienced in all these we had understood that she will cover all the obstacle and will give us inputs whether how to do the obstacle and how we should perform.
GK question, it was very easy for me, so I solved it. That's the second thing, just wall climbing sort of things. So that was also very easy. The moment I went to the 3rd obstacle, that was rope and slithering and catching that net. But the moment I failed for the first attempt by holding at my waist level, I changed the strategy. I tried to hold a little bit up. I used to go touch sometimes with your feet, so I used to touch it, and like I kept on doing, and I could not do it, so it was pretty shocking for me in fact. We are hopefully we are trying our best, and our leftover two candidates they will be putting their best to just complete on time.
So Sanjay failed to finish the track and Team GMR needs to tweak their strategy. Anamika from Team Sony will need all the luck in the world to cross this hurdle.
Abhishek did well, and then I was like, okay, I will also attempt it in a with full energy. I attempted the first mental obstacle, which I guess it was wrong, and then went to the second one, the physical one. I tried, I was almost able to do it, but when I was supposed to take the last step on that wall, I just couldn't. My legs were shaking very badly and I fell down in the water. I tried again, and I took almost 3-4 attempts. Unfortunately, the hooter rang up, and then I wish I could have more time there, so I would have attempted other obstacles also.
After a strong start, things are looking grim for Team Sony. Their second team member got stuck at the hanging traverse. Let's see if Mohini from Team GMR can make it.
I could see the people before me, just going through the track and getting stuck on the third hurdle, which was just swinging on the rope and catching up the net and then crossing the net. There was a fear, if you're not able to do it, then what? I maybe tried around 6 to 7 times to cross that particular hurdle. But after the third or fourth time, you actually have lost the patience. You have actually lost the strength in your body. That was really, really tough. I've actually hurt myself. At the end of the day, when you're on the field, when you're on the circuit, no strategy works out.
Another failure on the Tarzan swing. Javed from GMR is stepping up next. I think I must say that winners don't quit and quitters don't win. ये बात है बिल्कुल सच. यहाँ competition है too much. कौन देगा बेहतरीन timings? We'll find out after a short break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Devil Circuit Swift Challenge. As we just saw, the teams are fighting it out to claim the grand title of being India's most adventurous and fittest corporate team. The race is getting extremely interesting. Let's see what happens next. Javed from GMR is stepping up next. वैसे इनकी आंखों से लग रहा है कि इनको obstacles कम, लाल रंग की मारुति सुजुकी स्विफ्ट ज़्यादा नजर आ रही है.
I started very calmly, and the first question, the first mental challenge was quite good. Then the second one was again not very difficult for me because it was just holding your body up above and just balancing. In very initial stage, we saw that this rope thing was very tough. So I also perceive it to be tough because many people have struggled to clear it. When I went to the rope, hurdle, it was not so difficult as everybody was perceiving because just with the first attempt, I was able to grab that net and can cross that net. My strategy basically was to ascend on the rope and to grab the net at the same time. I tried the same thing and I did it in time. When I went to that balancing event, it was a little bit what you can say a little bit tricky one because by that time your legs start shaking and everything. So my strategy at that point was when I landed on that platform, I understood that it started shaking. So my effort was just to keep one leg ahead and jump over to the next stage so as to grab the rope. So I did the same thing. I grabbed the rope and crossed it. When I went to the next balancing thing, that was shaking a lot. so I slipped first time and again retried it and got it. So the second time when I retried it, I understood that I will do it. There is no other way. So I just jumped over and held that the rope of the balancing thing. So I covered it. Bean thing, I went to mental puzzle. So that mental puzzle, I don't know whether I did right or not, but I completed in time. Then went to the final next level, which is crawling beneath the net. So that was again not very difficult for me. I did it quite well. And then I reached to that pulling of the Maruti car. I must say it appears to be very easy to pull a Maruti car. But at that time when I started pulling, I understood no, it's not going to be a very easy task.
That was an amazing performance by Javed. He has got everyone's hopes up once again. Let's see how Anurag from Saibesh does.
I'll do a long jump, hold the rope with one hand and hold the other rope with the second hand. So the first one worked for me. And the second one was a simple north and south question, so I made a silly mistake. I made a U-turn there, so I was in initial direction only. First I thought that the holding the back ropes is the shake where you get. So I kept my leg pretty firm on that and walked over it.
And we have another contestant completing this course. But so far, only one member from each team has managed to finish the race. But can Team Sony beat this trend? ये तो केशव ही बता पाएंगे.
So first mental obstacle was very easy, and I think I was right. Then second one also, it was not really very challenging for me balancing on the wall. But the third obstacle, I don't think it was really very challenging for me, but my technique was not right. And the fourth attempt, I just went for it, and fortunately I got hold of the net and I went on the other side of the net wall. The fourth obstacle was again a mental obstacle. Again, I gave myself good time to understand the question and gave the right answer, and I think I was right. Then the fifth one was balancing on the planks and trying not to fall in the water. That was simple because I had practiced that before. Then the balancing act was again something that I practice a lot. So again, that was not difficult for me. Then there was a mental obstacle, which probably now I think that I was wrong. And now I think that I may not have given that much time to that obstacle. So after that I had to crawl, which was again not difficult. And then I had to pull the Swift. So pulling the Swift was the most fun part because I really wanted to take it home with me. I wish there was no finish line and I could just drag it home.
Okay then, with Keshav's amazing run, Sony becomes the first and the only team from which 2 members completed the race. And now let's see what the contestants are feeling about the result.
My hands were constantly folded, thinking of all the gods I've done, thinking of all the gods I've worshipped all my life, across all religions.
When the results were announced and when we were announced as the first runner-up, it was really shocking for us. Most of us didn't realize that really we are second one. We were standing on the crowd only. Clueless whether our team has been declared as first runner-up.
Maruti Suzuki Swift on request Mr. Kelsey to give away this trophy and the car key to this company with 40.48. 40 minutes, 48 seconds. It is Sony!
We were pinching each other and we were asking each other, is it really true? We made it and we were damn happy for that.
I actually visualized it before, that what we'll do if we really win, and but I just couldn't believe myself that we have actually won.
We did all the hard work and practice and training, and we have all the combination to win this event.
The feeling that you are rubbing shoulders with the guys who have really made it in their own states or other cities was a real good feeling.
We are actually looking forward for the second season, and we are going to kill it because we are going to train aggressively this time, and this is going to be a serious job from our side.
Team Sony received their prize with great pomp, but there was also something for Pinky from Team Ministry of Defense, as she was the only woman to complete the course in the finale. Let's see what that does to the leaderboard. With a cumulative timing of 40 minutes and 48 seconds, Team Sony goes right on top. Team GMR takes second place. On the third place is Team Premium Transmission. Let's check with the teams if the results have sunk in. What an epic journey that was. Team Sony takes away the beautiful Maruti Suzuki Swift. कमाल की बात यह है कि टीम सोनी जो है उन्होंने फिनाले में एंट्री मारी थी वाइल्ड कार्ड के साथ। सही कहते हैं, दाने दाने पे लिखा है खाने वाले का नाम और चाबी चाबी पे लिखा है गाड़ी चलाने वाले का नाम। ऑन दैट नोट अपार शक्ति यहाँ से खिसक रहा है, और इसी के साथ समाप्त हुआ सीजन 1 ऑफ डेविल सर्किट स्विफ्ट चैलेंज। दिस इज अपार शक्ति सेइंग बाय बाय।